Kairi off the top rope with that.
Torture Liv a little bit. She's thinking.
Man, ran into a right hand.
Liv Morgan shocked the WWE Universe when she suffered a sudden and serious injury during Monday Night Raw on June 16th. In a high-energy match against Kairi Sane at the RE Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Liv took a devastating bump that left her with a dislocated shoulder. The injury forced the match to be called off abruptly, sending fans into a frenzy of concern and speculation. With Liv sidelined, questions swirl about the impact on her hotly anticipated storyline with Nikki Bella and the upcoming WWE Evolution event. The WWE Women's Division faces an uncertain future without one of its brightest stars. The moment that stunned the crowd. The match had all the makings of a classic showdown. Liv, radiating confidence in her iconic Judgment Day gear, locked eyes with the fierce and determined Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess. Their fast-paced, hard-hitting styles had the crowd eating out of their hands. But about 5 minutes in, during a seemingly routine exchange, fate intervened. Liv charged forward, and Kairi countered with a swift single-leg takedown, a move wrestling fans know well. But this time, as Liv hit the mat, her right shoulder bore the brunt of an awkward landing. Her body twisted painfully, face meeting the canvas with a harsh impact. The arena went suddenly silent, as if time froze. Then came Liv's sharp cry of pain, raw and desperate. Behind the scenes, the aftermath and diagnosis. The action cut to commercial, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. When the broadcast returned, the tone was somber. Corey Graves and Michael Cole delivered the unfortunate news. Liv Morgan's match was called off due to injury. Slow-motion replays rolled on the screen, zooming in on the painful moment when Liv's shoulder took the full impact of that devastating bump. The visuals were brutal. Her shoulder visibly out of place, her body limp with pain. Though Liv was helped to her feet and managed to walk backstage on her own, the weariness in her movements and the grim expression on her face said everything. Liv Morgan, a star at the heart of WWE's women's division. To grasp why this injury is such a blow, you need to understand Liv Morgan's journey and significance. Born Lavinia Claire Marlenis, Addio in New Jersey, Liv stepped into the wrestling world in 2015, training hard at WWE's famed Performance Center. She initially debuted as part of the Riot Squad alongside Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, instantly standing out with her infectious energy, fearless attitude, and dynamic in-ring style. Fans quickly connected with her. Liv had that intangible spark. As she transitioned to a singles competitor, Liv's star shone even brighter. She's a former SmackDown Women's Champion, a multiple-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and a proud member of the dominant faction Judgment Day, one of the hottest groups in wrestling today. Her road hasn't been easy. Liv's career has been marked by setbacks, injuries, and doubters, but each time she's returned stronger and more determined. This recent injury feels especially painful because it threatens to derail a star who was truly hitting her stride. The stakes: Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella. Lately, Liv had been deeply involved in a high-profile, heated storyline with WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, who made a surprise return on Raw just a week before the injury. The two traded sharp, electrifying promos that crackled with tension, setting the stage for what promised to be a blockbuster match at WWE Evolution, the all-women's pay-per-view event that has fans buzzing worldwide. Nikki brought veteran star power and name recognition, while Liv carried the momentum of youth and Judgment Day's swagger. The clash was poised to be a must-watch, a true generational showdown. But the events of June 16th threw everything into uncertainty. With Liv sidelined, the fate of this storyline hangs precariously in the balance, leaving fans and WWE officials scrambling for answers. What's next? WWE Evolution and the women's division in flux. Liv Morgan isn't just another competitor. She's a cornerstone of the women's division. Her absence is a seismic shift that could send WWE Evolution and the entire women's scene into chaos. Several scenarios now loom. Delay the feud. Nikki Bella could carry the torch on the mic, keeping the heat alive through cutting promos and targeting Judgment Day to sustain the storyline momentum until Liv recovers. Pivot the plan. WWE Creative might pivot by inserting another star to face Nikki at Evolution. Perhaps a surprise return like Becky Lynch, or a rising powerhouse like Rhea Ripley. The creative team is undoubtedly working overtime behind the scenes. There's also the question of Liv's role as a tag team champion. Will her partner defend their titles alone? Will WWE strip the belts or keep them on hold until Liv's return? Within Judgment Day, Liv's injury leaves a void. Will Dominic Mysterio or Finn Balor step up to lead the faction? Could this spark new rivalries or internal power struggles? The possibilities are endless, and this injury could be the catalyst for major shakeups. Fan reactions. A wrestling universe. United social media lit up immediately after Raw. The hashtag #GetWellLiv trended globally as fans poured out support and concern. On Twitter, one fan tweeted, "Liv Morgan's been killing it lately, praying that shoulder heals fast. Get well, Liv." Another wrote, "That bump looked nasty. Hope Liv's back soon. But maybe this is a chance for someone else to shine." Liv Morgan injury. Instagram comments flooded Liv's latest posts with fire and heart emojis, messages like, "You're a warrior, come back stronger," dominating the conversation. Reddit's r/squared circle became a hub of passionate debate. One user said, "Dislocated shoulder sucks, but injuries happen. WWE's gotta pivot fast for Evolution." Another speculated, "Could be 6 to 8 weeks out. Nikki needs a new opponent ASAP. Could lead to a surprise return." Final thoughts. The wrestling world watches and waits. Liv Morgan's injury on June 16th, Raw isn't just a setback. It's an unfolding mystery that has left the WWE Universe on edge. Will she defy the odds and return in time for Evolution? How will Nikki Bella's storyline adapt? What new stories will emerge in the women's division? One thing's certain, Liv Morgan is a fighter and a star whose presence matters deeply. As fans, we wait, watch, and hope for her comeback, ready to embrace whatever twists come next in this wild saga.